Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to take on the challenge of Season 5, Round 2 of the Solo Crisis League. So, for this setup, we are using, what is it again? Oh, it is Heroes Unite plus Crisis 4. I really am not worried about this at all. I could play probably with no hero and be just fine in this setup. But the heroes we are using, we have Red Robin and Superboy, the two Crisis versions of those two characters. Let's talk about them. I'm definitely doing Crisis Red Robin, so we'll talk about Superboy first. Once during each of your turns, if you control two or more different superpowers, choose a player, that player draws a card. That's fantastic. Drawing a card, getting 6 card turns, yeah, not going to complain about that, obviously. And that's very useful and pretty easy to do since there's a lot of, ongoing cards like Molecular Vibration, stuff like that. Or Azeroth, Zinthos, blah, 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 blah. That one. So, the point I'm trying to get to is that you get to use that ability very often, and drawing cards is always good. But let's talk about Crisis Red Robin and why I'm choosing him over Superboy. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more heroes, choose a player. That player may put an equipment from their discard pile on top of their deck. So, how are we going to do that? First off, we need to buy heroes. We need to have at least 2 heroes per turn if at all possible. We're going to try and do that. And again, there are ongoing cards that are heroes, so that's not so bad. It's a little rarer than the superpowers, but it's still very doable. Now, what's important about that is the put an equipment on top of from your discard pile on top of your deck. What does Heroes Unite have? It has Lantern Rings, and Lantern Rings are very powerful cards. For instance, if I have the Green Lantern power ring in my discard pile and I defeat a villain, I could use this to put that on top of my on top of my deck, and then I get to defend with that card against the next villain. If I have a bunch of cards I need to destroy and I have the Red Lantern power ring, I can do that. Basically, the idea is to use these phenomenal abilities that the Lantern Rings grant you as often as possible via Red Robin. That's my plan, and hopefully that works. Superboy, again, is an easy, I don't want to say easy. He is a safe and very dependable choice. I'm taking a chance on Red Robin because of Lantern Rings. It could all go south if I don't get Lantern Rings. Like if they're all in the bottom half of the deck and I never actually get to them, that's not ideal. But if we do get them, if we get at least 2 to 3 of them, Red Robin's going to be great. It's just, can we get them? So Superboy is out for us. So, what is our ongoing crisis going to be? Because this is, let's get my first hand here. This is Crisis 4, so we have ongoing personal crises instead of the regular crisis up there. And it's Depowered. Discard each superpower you control, which is none right now. You can't play superpowers, contribute 2 superpowers. This is a fantastic crisis to start with because of kicks. You can afford kicks almost every turn. You can give them straight to Depowered after you give them 2. Depowered is over. That's a great first personal crisis. So let's go ahead and fill the lineup. There we go. Very good. Alright. And we have 2 vulnerabilities and 3 punches. So we're going to do exactly what I said we were going to do, which is buy a kick. Also, having that Soul Taker sword very early, that's very good news. That's going to allow us to destroy a lot of starter cards very quickly. New card coming out, and then we have to destroy a card because of the personal crisis. So that's the end of Starbolt, unfortunately. Again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 power, which we will use to get this kick, and we're going to use the other one to get rid of blank here. Okay, now we're shuffling up our discard pile. Because of Slade Wilson, whenever you shuffle your discard pile, you have to gain a weakness. That's a new card coming out, and 1 getting destroyed. I lost a lantern, Black Lantern core. We're going to get rid of Depowered very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. I know I want Soul Taker Sword, so that's an easy choice for me. New card coming out. There's a Lantern Ring. So far, things are going in the right direction for our Red Robin plan. Alright, Both kicks are sitting right here at the bottom of my deck because they are not in my hand. Alright, 1, 2 power. We'll go ahead and buy one of these Vigilant Guards. And we'll go on to the next turn. And we have to destroy a card because of Depowered. Shuffle everything up. That means we're gaining another weakness due to Slade Wilson. So it's not so bad. We've got two. We have to give up 2 superpowers, but they should be the very next 2 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they are. Give both of them to Depowered. That's over. And these are actually removed from the game. These kicks don't just stick around. They are removed from the game. Whenever you get rid of cards for a personal crisis in this, you have to remove them from the game, not just destroy them. 1, 2 powers, all we got. We'll go ahead and get another Vigilant Guard just to have that extra defense, and we've got the power anyway. 1 card coming out. Don't destroy anything because there is no personal crisis anymore. Alright, now we gotta get rid of Slade Wilson, but really we have to build up our deck. 1, 2, 3, and a couple of vulnerabilities and weaknesses. We will get Helmet of Fate. That's a good defense, and it's equipment, which we need. We also need superheroes. Well, I guess they're just heroes, but you know what I mean. Soul Taker Sword, you may destroy a card in your hand. Goodbye to this vulnerability. 2, 3, 4, and 5 power. We'll get Damian Wayne with that. Shuffle everything up. That is another weakness for us. Hopefully we can start destroying those. Again, we've just got Soul Taker Sword, so that's once go through the deck, we get to destroy something. Hopefully a few of those times at least it's a weakness. How are we doing now? Well, here's Soul Taker Sword now, which we will destroy this vulnerability with. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and get Indigo Tribe here. It's very valuable. Still not getting the 9 that we need. Ooh, that's even worse. 2 power, and these guys do nothing. We can at least buy Batarang, being an equipment, that's going to help. Okay, Damian Wayne. I don't have any ongoing cards right now, so it's just 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. That is not enough to get Slade Wilson. It is enough to buy Shazam, though. Or do I want Infinity Island? Yeah, I'm going to get Infinity Island. Or, no, I'm going for Shazam. I want that power. The real power. Shuffle everything up. That's another weakness. You can see how these weaknesses are really stacking up. It's really unfortunate right now. Got to get Saint Walker. He's not a card I would normally get for a Crisis game. Most of his value derives from VP at the end of a competitive match. But since we're playing Red Robin and we need multiple heroes in our turn, we really should buy all the heroes that we see, at least for the time being. So Saint Walker is definitely one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6 power. We can at least get Saint Walker, and we'll say goodbye to Talon also. So that's a start. New card coming out. Water Bearer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we'll start with Shazam. Reveal the top card of the main deck, then return it to the top of the main deck. Oh, reveal and play, sorry. So 2, 4 power. I may put the next ongoing card I buy or gain this turn into my hand. That's good news. Alright, so that's 2, 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can copy the power of another card to get to 10 power. That is enough to get rid of Slade Wilson, but we can't as long as the villain's out there. So what we're going to do is buy Infinity Island. Because we have Water Bearer, it goes straight to our hand. And then we'll go ahead and get Nightstorm out of here. That's a pretty good turn. Let's see. Yep, goodbye to you too. Very well. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, you're a fun person. Sorry, I was taking care of some fun business in the chat. Alright, that's taken care of. Sorry about that. So, still need 9 power to get rid of Slade Wilson. Unfortunately, we have a lot of weaknesses going on, a couple vulnerabilities still. Actually, just the one vulnerability, so that's not so bad. We only have 2 power this turn, which we can't do anything with. Really need to start getting rid of. Hey, Damian Wayne, that's our second possible hero. That's good news. It's another weakness because of Slade Wilson. Yep, you're one of them. Congratulations. Alright, this guy is a lot of fun. Let's see if we can just say goodbye to you. And... no one can see you. Have fun. Alright, sorry about that. Shuffle everything up. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we've got the Soul Taker Sword. We can use that to destroy this weakness, so that's good news. 3, 4, 5 power. We definitely want to get Damian Wayne so that we can use our Red Robin ability as soon as possible. Okay. Draw a card because of Saint Walker. 2 power. We get to play this card, so that's 3 power total. I haven't played another villain, so we can't use its full ability, but we at least get the power from it. So that's 3 power, 4, 5, and a bunch of weaknesses, unfortunately. We're going to get Warm Embrace, because 5 power for a future 4 power is, I mean, that's going to pay for itself quickly. No way around that. I'm really wishing I went with Superboy right now. Haven't gotten the heroes I need. I do have the Lantern Ring, so I have the 1 Lantern Ring, which is a good start. But need to get rid of some other stuff going on. A bunch of punches still, a bunch of weaknesses from Slade Wilson, so we'll have to figure that out soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy those 2 to get to 6, 7. So goodbye to you know what? No, we're gonna buy Science Cell. No, we're gonna get rid of Ocean Master. The reason I wanted Science Cell is because it's an equipment for 1, but additionally it's because of the future. Oh wait, no, this isn't Crisis 2, so it's not coming. I was thinking of Demonic Summoning, but that is from Crisis 2, not Crisis 4, so we're fine. We don't really need that one. So again, we got rid of Ocean Master. We had 7 power, so that leaves us with 5. I don't really want Water Bearer, though, so we're good. Water Bearer can be good in the proper instance, but most of the time it doesn't work out that way. You may discard any number of ongoing cards you control. Draw a card in each card. You may discard any number of ongoing cards you control. Draw a card for each card discard this way. So we're going to discard Infinity Island and draw 1 card with the hopes that we get another hero. Not that it's going to help at this point because we don't have a discard pile anymore, but at least we'll get a new card draw. Alright, 3 power, 4, 5, 6, and a couple blanks. We're going to get Whirlwind because we've had a couple bad hands, and Whirlwind would help us get rid of a couple of those bad hands. So reduce some of those all-punch hands, all those weakness hands. Do have to gain a weakness for shuffling our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Shazam. 2 power, reveal the top and play it. Ooh, it's an ongoing card. Does nothing though. Yeah, I have to return it to the top of the main deck, so it really does do nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power and a weakness. Nothing out there is destroying. We're gonna get Katana. She's a hero, so heroes are gonna help us, obviously, with our Red Robin ability. Well, we know what this is. It's blank. Soul Taker Sword to destroy this weakness. We really got to get rid of Slade Wilson. We are filling up on weaknesses. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough to get rid of blank. Leave us with 5, but I'm not buying anything. Really just trying to get to the point that we get Slade Wilson out of here. How is our hand looking now? Okay, Infinity Island we'll put out. We're going to play Damian Wayne on Infinity Island. So it goes away and we draw a card. So that's 2, 3, 4, 8. That's close. We got to 8. We'll buy birthday cake for that. And that's it. Just going to buy birthday cake. Katana. That's another hero. So a hero is good news. Just need to get a hand of 2 heroes. At some point it'll happen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. First off, draw a card. Oh, I don't have a discard pile, so now we finally have this happen, and I don't have what I need. So I draw a card, 2 power, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have everything I need to trigger the ability, but I don't have a discard pile with equipment in it. We'll get there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to buy Katana. Again, another hero. And hopefully that all comes up very soon, so we can use that ability. Biometric Exosuit. Alright, 4 power, 5, 6, 7. Definitely going to get Biometric Exosuit, and we're going to stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how we can do this. Anything? Man, we got Katana, that's good. So that's 4 power total. 5, and this copies birthday cake to get to 8 and a weakness. We'll buy Ancient Map so I can start maybe peeking at the top of the deck, but this is not going great, honestly. It's a slow start. I really do believe that once I get to the point where I can use Red Robin more often, we're going to be fine, because then we'll be able to use a Lantern Ring basically every turn if possible. Start with Soul Taker Sword destroying this weakness. So that's 2, 3, 4, play the top card of the main deck, draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Finally, that is the end of Slade Wilson. That took way too long. Way too long for a Slade Wilson match. But that's okay, it's over. We have our new hand. There is no defense, so let's just see what happens. First off, we get a new personal crisis, and that is Villainous Lineage. Each time you buy, gain, or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Players may contribute villains they buy, gain, or defeat to this crisis. We have to contribute 3 villains. That can be pretty tough. The one thing you need to remember when you're doing this is that supervillains count as villains. That is an easy thing to miss. So if you have 2 and you're like, where am I going to get this 3rd one? If you just beat the supervillain, that is your 3rd one. Also, you can roll it over to the next possible villain. There's all sorts of things you can do. Brother Blood. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck, pass 1 to the discard pile of the player on their left, and destroy the rest. Alright, so to look at the top 3 cards, I'm hoping, I really want to destroy 2 cards, honestly. I'm just hoping that there are 2 cards I'd like to destroy. Alright, so top 3 cards of my deck. Couldn't ask for a better time for Brother Blood, honestly. They are Birthday Cake, Punch, and Katana. Ooh, well, we're definitely going to destroy Punch. We will put Birthday Cake down here. That's a 3 equipment. You know what? No, we have to destroy. We have to destroy Birthday Cake. We'll keep Katana. Reason being is that Katana is a hero which we need for the ability, so that's why. So 1 card coming out. We have to destroy a card from Villainous Lineage. That's our other Warm Embrace. That's not ideal. We're going to play Whirlwind to discard our hand and draw 4 cards. Wasn't a great hand there. Two, 4, 5, and 6, and that's 2 heroes. So we can put an equipment on top of our deck, but there isn't any here. That just keeps happening, doesn't it? Okay. Well, we're going to get New Genesis. That's going to help us quite a bit with Red Robin. Be able to look at the top card of our deck, see if it's a hero or not. new card coming on out is Killer Croc. That's good news. That's one we can give to Villainous Lineage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Killer Croc is bought. We have 5 left over. Just going to put it there to keep track of it. We have to add a card to the lineup. It's Omen. That's 5 left over. We'll buy Saint Walker. Definitely want Omen. It's an ongoing hero, so it's just sitting out there, which means we would only have to play one hero afterwards in order to use Red Robin's ability, so we're going to need that. Plus, I'm a huge fan of the Unity mechanic, so I would like to start using that. So 1 card coming out and a card being destroyed. It's a villain, unfortunately. Did want to keep that if possible. Draw a card. 2, 3, 4. So copy the 2 for 5, 6, and a weakness. We can buy Omen, which is good news. Get our next card out here. Force Field's a good one. Oops. Those got switched up. Alright, we'll get Exosuit. That's good. 2, 3. Play the top card. Remove a hero or villain from the lineup. Play it then. There isn't any out there, though, so that's not going to happen. So 3 power, 4, 5, and destroy a weakness. We're going to go ahead and buy Force Field here. Get this out of here. Alright. So far, okay. Slade Wilson took longer than I wanted, and I ended up with a bunch of weaknesses in my deck. So we are working on whittling that down. All we have to destroy, though, is Soul Taker Sword. Fortunately, I haven't ended up in a situation where Soul Taker Sword ended up with a deck of cards I didn't want to destroy. So we have been okay on that front. Alright, so Granny Goodness came out, right? And with a Destroy a card, too. New Genesis. Once turn each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a hero, draw it. If not, you may discard it. We will draw that, and then play it to draw another card. 1 power. 2. Force Field says draw a card. 3. New ongoing card here. 4 power total. It's not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. We really just kind of prepared a lot for future turns. We'll use Ancient Map. Once during each of your turns, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard that card. We are not discarding Omen. So with that 4 power, I'm not going to buy anything. New card coming out is Exosuit. That's good news. We have to destroy a card. That's another villain. Okay. We will start our turn. Let's start our turn with New Genesis. Are you a hero? No, but we will leave it there. You know what? I should use Ancient Map first. If I use Ancient Map first, I can look at it. I may discard it. I may decide, you know, hey, it is a hero, so then I'll use New Genesis. Or I may decide, hey, it's not a hero, do I want to discard this card? Lots of reasons to do Ancient Map first, so I'm going to be doing that from now on. We're going to play Omen, which is going to get us the ability to destroy a card in our discard pile. So we're going to destroy this punch. And then we also get +1 power from Biometric Exosuit. So that's 1 power here. 2, 3. We control 2 heroes, so I can put an equipment on top of my deck, but there isn't any here. 4, 5, 6, 7 power. That's goodbye to Granny Goodness. And we'll buy Biometric Exosuit also. So that is 2 of the 3 villains we need. So we're getting there. Now, Brother Blood very well could be the 3rd villain. It all depends on how much power I can generate. Now, the very, very good news is that we have Omen out here. So all I have to do is play 1 hero. And when I play that hero, I'll be able to use Red Robin's ability. Let's start with Infinity Island. That's good news. That's another location. We'll do Ancient Map. We can look at this card and we may discard it. We will. And then we'll use New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not. Do I get to discard it? You may discard it. Yes, so that's 2 equipment discard. That's good. And then, Katana, that's 2 heroes in play. We can put an equipment on top of our deck. We're going to put Biometric Exosuit on top of our deck. Mostly so that it triggers Omen on this next turn. and we can destroy some of those weaknesses. So that's 1 power so far. 2, 6, 7, 8, and we get to play this card. 9. Unfortunately, it's just the 9. I was really hoping to get to Brother Blood. Nothing I can do? Nope, nothing I can do. There's nothing I want to buy out there. I'm not going to just fill up the lineup. I'm not just going to buy out the lineup. There's no reason. Alright, new card coming on out. We know it's that villain. And a new card coming down here. Alright, we're going to play Biometric Exosuit. So that's 2 power, and I can destroy a card in my discard pile. Goodbye to a weakness here. Draw a card. And now I can put a equipment on top of my deck. We're going to put Indigo Tribe on top of our deck. Alright, we're going to play Damian Wayne, and we can discard cards. We will discard Biometric Exosuit, which triggers Infinity Island to put it into our hand, and we will also discard, nothing else. So, we're at 2, 3, right? 2 power. 3, 4, and we get to destroy another card. Boom. We'll try Ancient Map now. Look at this card. We may discard it. No, we already know what that was. Oh, we didn't draw the cards. That's right. We were supposed to draw a card for Biometric Exosuit. Then Ancient Map. We will discard that. And then New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, but we will leave it there. Okay, so we ended up with 2, 3, 4 power. 5, 6, 7. Copy 1 to get to 8, 9. So that's at least enough to get rid of Manhunter. That's 3 different villains. They are removed from the game, and Villainous Lineage is defeated. That's okay. Things are still going real clunky. It's not going as smooth as I was hoping, and we're going to hopefully get to change that soon. So, I still have 6 power left over, but I'm not going to purchase any of those cards. I'm good. You know what? No, I will buy 1 Science Cell. We might need it for a crisis later. So new cards coming up, but we're not destroying anything because there is no personal crisis right now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soul Taker Sword. Go ahead and destroy this weakness. So that's 2. Let's go with. We're gonna play Damian Wayne, discarding Biometric Exosuit, but that triggers Infinity Island to get it back, and we get to draw a card because of Damian Wayne. Then we're at 2, 4 power. 5, 6, destroy a card. We're destroying this vulnerability. Draw a card. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power is all we got there. We can still do Ancient Map. We will discard that. Since we played 2 heroes, not yet. Well, not yet. We'll now do New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not. We will discard that. Since we played 2 heroes, though, we will use Red Robin to put this back on top of our deck, I think. No, there's no point. If it were something more powerful that gave like 3+ power, certainly. But just 2 power, we'll get something else. But with that 8 power, we'll beat Black Lantern Corps and move on to our next turn. Again, things are going a little smoother now, but still very clunky. Really need to pick it up. Well, that's good news. Damian Wayne, we will discard a Biometric Exosuit, triggering Infinity Island and draw a card. And then we'll draw a card because of Damian Wayne. So that's 2 power. What's over here? We'll play next Saint Walker to draw a card. Now, since we played 2 heroes, we have the ability to put an equipment on top of our deck. We're not going to do it just yet, but that's coming up. So that's 2. We'll go ahead and play this to get to 3, 4, and I can destroy a card. We'll destroy this punch. Okay, so 2, 4, 8. Copy that to get to 12. That's good news. We'll go ahead and buy Brother Blood. So we're at 0 power now. We'll do Ancient Map. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will leave it there. Then 2, 4, 5 power. We can put an equipment on top of our deck. And that's going to be Helmet of Fates that we definitely have it for a defense on this next turn. So that worked out pretty well. We ended up with, what, 5 power at the end? I don't think I want to buy anything out there for 5 power. I do want Winged Warrior, but we're okay for now. Alright, things got definitely picked up a little bit towards the end of that villain. And that's good news. Okay. Our new personal crisis is Survivor's Guilt. Each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed during a turn. Alright. Then our new villain is Crisis Dr. Light. Each player reveals 4 cards from the top of the main deck. Add each villain revealed this way to the lineup, and then destroy the other cards revealed this way. We will not. We will defend. I'm just trying to figure out in what way. You may discard this card to avoid an attack, and any number of other cards to avoid an attack. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of other cards discarded. Okay. We will discard this punch. We'll discard Whirlwind. And yeah, we'll use that to draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. It was 2 punches. That did not work in our favor. That's okay. We tried. How can we do this? Alright, we'll start with Shazam. 2 power. Look at this card. We get to play it. Discard an ongoing card you control. Each foe gains a weakness. Sure, we will discard Biometric Exosuit, because that's going to trigger Infinity Island to put it back in our hands. So, we're at 4 power. 5, 6, and I can destroy a card in my discard pile. We're going to destroy a punch, which will trigger Survivor's Guilt to put a card into the lineup. Well, we already know what it's going to be. It's going to be Plague here. Man, I am just fumbling today. Alright, 6 power so far. 7, that's 2 heroes, so I can put a card on top of my deck. 8, 9. I can put a card on top of my deck. It's got to be an equipment, and we're going to do Soul Taker Sword if it's possible, so I can possibly get rid of Survivor's Guilt. Alright, we ended up with 9 power. We're going to go ahead and buy Titans Together. Or would I... No, Titans Together is good because it's just another card that we can use to trigger our Unity ability. I do really want Winged Warrior also, though. New card coming out. 1 card getting destroyed. That's the other Titans Together, so I'm glad I bought that. It's a rare commodity now. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we have a new card come out yet? We did, because Titans Together got destroyed. Perfect. Okay. We will use Soul Taker Sword to destroy Whirlwind. And then we'll use Titans Together to get 2, 3, 4, and I can destroy a card. We'll destroy 1 Katana to get rid of Survivor's Guilt. That's 2 cards destroyed in 1 turn. So, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. 7 power total we will use to get rid of Plague. Didn't want to get Winged Warrior, but now we can get rid of Crisis Dr. Light real easily if that is over. I'm just going to switch these up a bit. Just trying to make things a little more readable. New card comes out, nothing to destroy though, because we didn't actually end up with Personal Crisis anymore. Draw a card because of Saint Walker. Discard any number of cards you control. We will discard Titans Together and Biometric Exosuit. We will use Infinity Island to put Titans Together back in my hand. We draw 2 cards because of Damian Wayne. We will play Titans Together. Now we are at 2, 4, 5, and I can destroy a card. We're going to destroy this punch in my hand. 6, 7, 8, 9. Copy that to get to 13. That's enough to get rid of Crisis Dr. Light. Alright. Then let's try Ancient Map. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will. And then we'll try New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard that. We'll go with 14, 15, and discard. Sorry, 2 power, I mean. Not 14, 15. We spent 13 already. We're going to discard that and draw a card for it. Alright, so that's 2 power, 3, 4, 6 power total. We're going to use that to buy Winged Warrior. That's what I really wanted to do. And we played enough heroes to use Red Robin's ability to put an equipment on top of our deck. We'll go with Biometric Exosuit. I was hoping I could get a defense equipment up there, but there isn't one right now. Alright, there's our villain. We have to destroy a card because of the crisis we're in. Discard each hero you control. There goes Omen. Can't play heroes, contribute 2 heroes. That's not great because we're playing a character that needs those heroes, but we'll deal with it. Terra. We can defend against that with Helmet of Fate. You may discard this card to any number of cards to avoid this attack. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of cards discarded. We will discard these 2 cards, right? No, we'll discard all 3 of these cards in the hopes of getting more heroes. I'm basically going out of my way to get the cards I need to get rid of this crisis. So we get to draw 3 cards, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how are we doing? We need to contribute 2 heroes. We do have that right here in hand. They are contributed. They are removed from the game, unfortunately. But Unrequited Love is over. 4 power here. Copy that for 8 power. Then we'll use Ancient Map. Look at this card. We will discard that. And then we'll try New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard that. But 8 power is enough to say goodbye to Brother Blood and leave us with 2 power. Can't really spend that right now, but that's okay. That is okay. There's no personal crisis now. Still have Terra. Not as big a deal. She's a relatively inexpensive villain. So, if you're interested in this sort of thing, if you like Crisis games or DC deck building game in general, you should check out the Solo Crisis League. It is a setup. It is a online league. Use the same setup as everyone else each round, and we rank each other based on how large the main deck was at the end, how many villains we defeated, how many weaknesses in our deck, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of fun. I love running it, but I love playing it every week even more. So, we're going to start with Biometric Exosuit to get 3 power right away. Let's try Ancient Map. We will discard that, and then we'll try New Genesis. Are you a hero? No, and we will discard that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 3 is going to be 11. 12, 13. That is more than enough to beat Terra. We have 2 power left over, but nothing to really spend it on. We did play 2 heroes, so I can put an equipment on top of my deck. We'll put Helmet of Fate there again to defend ourselves. We're doing okay now. Now that's a few heroes in a row very quickly that we were able to use to get rid of villains and crises. And we're able to use that mechanic where we keep putting defense cards on top of our deck to defend ourselves with. Our new personal crisis is Unappreciated. Each time you contribute to a crisis, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Contribute 3 cards with cost 1 or greater. Then, this villain is Cheshire. Each player destroys a card with cost 1, 2, or 3 they control, and 1 in their hand. For each you cannot gain a weakness. We're going to defend with Helmet of Fate. We can discard these cards. We will discard just the punch and draw a punch. Okay. So far, so good. We're going to play... We have to have a new card come out and destroy a card because of our personal crisis first. We're going to play Omen. So that's 1, 2, 3, and I can destroy a card. We'll destroy this punch. Really getting rid of those punches now, and that's good news. Then we're going to play Biometric Exosuit. That'll get us to 4, 5, 6, 7. I can destroy another card. And that's going to be this punch. So 7 power. We destroyed a bunch of cards. Let's try Ancient Map. Let's look at this card. We will leave it there. We will draw a card. And then we'll play New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard that. So 7 power. 8, 9. We're going to discard 2 equipment here to draw 2 cards. I'm really just trying to move through my deck as much as possible to find cards I'm willing to give up to Unappreciated. Not really a lot here. Well, we're at 7 power. 8, 9, 10, and I can destroy another card, but I'm not going to. 11, 12, play this card. Choose an equipment that I've played this turn and play it again. We're going to play Biometric Exosuit for 13, 14, 15, and I can destroy another card, but we won't. And then 16, 17. That's enough to get rid of Cheshire. And then what I'm going to do is get a bunch of cheap cards that I can get rid of. So I have 6 power left over. We'll get rid of Whirlwind. We'll get rid of Vigilant Guard. And I think that's it. That's all we can afford, right? Yeah, that's all we can afford. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a new personal crisis coming out. So we have 2 now. Each time you buy or gain a non-villain card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. A player must buy or gain 2 or more non-villain cards during their turn. So unfortunately, we had that last turn. We'd already have it gone, but that was not the case. Let's go. So we have 1 card coming out, and we have to destroy 2 because of the personal crisis. Then our new villain is the Brain and Monsieur Mallah. Each player flips their superhero face down. When this villain is defeated, each player gains a weakness. If you do, flip your superhero face up. We're going to defend against that with Helmet of Fate. We will get rid of Science Cell and draw a new card. I purposely was going out of my way to find cards I could give to Unappreciated. So, here we go. Katana, Batarang, and Vigilant Guard are all going to Unappreciated. That's going to add 3 cards to the lineup. Really filling up that lineup. And these cards are gone, and Unappreciated is over. Alright. That one went a little longer than I wanted, but that's over. We do have Indigo Tribe, but can't really do much with it. We'll try Ancient Map first. Look at this card. We'll leave it there. Then we'll do New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is. 2 power. We can copy that to get to 4 power. Unfortunately, that's not going to work to get rid of Weakened Heart. We can get rid of Nightstorm, though. I needed at least 6 power to get rid of Weakened Heart. Our deck is getting a little too small. We need to start buying some things we may not normally want to buy, so that when I have a crisis, I can get rid of something I don't really want, as opposed to something I would like to keep. It's that balancing act you gotta do sometimes. We will start with Damian Wayne, discarding Biometric Exosuit, and just that. That'll trigger Infinity Island to draw it back, and then we draw a card. Biometric Exosuit gets us 1, 2, 3, and I can destroy a card. We won't be destroying anything. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's better. 13, 14, 15, 16. 16's much better. 16 is enough to say goodbye. Well, we'll buy 2 cards. We'll buy Plastic Man for 3, bring us down to 13. We'll buy another Plastic Man, bringing us down to 10. That's the end of Weakened Heart. It has to bring 2 cards out in the process. So that's over. That's 10 power left over that we will use to buy Oa and get rid of Jervis Tetch. And then I still have... How much was Jervis Tetch? He was 3, so I have 2 power left over. Can't do anything with that. I was really hoping we could get rid of the brain of Monsieur Mallah at the end of that, but we ended up with 10 instead of 11 power. I should have tried Ancient Map and New Genesis. That might have gotten us there. It might have. Alright, new card coming out. There are no personal crises, so that's good news. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Let's play a top card of the main deck. Ooh, Wally West, ongoing card. Okay, so we get to draw a card. And now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can destroy a card. Do I have anything I want to destroy right now? Not really. We do have 6 power, though. 7, 8, 9. And that's 2 heroes, so I can put an equipment on top of my deck. There are no equipment in my discard pile, though, yet. We'll buy Helmet of Fate, bringing us down to 6 power, but we'll use Red Robin's ability to put that there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we will copy Winged Warrior to get us to 15. That's the end of the Brain of Monsieur Mallah. And I have 4 power left over that we will use to buy Wally West here. If we have Wally West out here, then we always have 2 heroes and the ability to put cards on top of our deck. Now, if that happens, we can keep using Indigo Tribe Rings basically every other turn, I believe. So that's good news. But we need more power rings. I don't know why we haven't seen more than just the one. Well, I know exactly why. It's because they're all shuffled in, and who knows when they're going to come up. But I would really like to take that down a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we do have 2 defense cards, 3 defense cards actually, 2 different ones, but 3 defense cards total. Our new personal crisis is Insecure. Discard each card with cost 5 or greater you control. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't play cards of cost 5 or greater. Contribute a card with cost 5 or greater. That's not always so bad. I mean, that Science Cell card I bought that I don't really want is great for this. Then, a new villain comes out, and it is Crisis Troia. Each player gets a personal crisis. We are avoiding this, yes. We can use Vigilant Guard and just draw a card, or we can use Helmet of Fate. We're going to use Helmet of Fate, and we're going to discard all the cards that cost 5 or greater in our hand. And, we're going to discard the whole hand and just draw 4 new cards in the hopes of getting something to give to Insecure. That's the plan. So, discarded everything we needed to hopefully get something that we can give to Insecure. Shazam here is probably who it's going to be. How can I do this? Because I can't play... Well, we can play Wally West. Wally West will get us 2 power and I can draw a card. Ancient Map, look at this card, I may discard it. No, we'll leave that there. What's the best thing to do now? We are at 2 power. 3, 4, 5. Won't be destroying anything. Maybe I should just give it Shazam. Yeah, I think we're just going to give him Shazam. It is removed from the game, but so is Insecure, at least for now. And then 6, 7, 8 power here. which we can use to get Donna Troy. She's a great card. Ooh, Wally West is good too, though. Now, Donna Troy is a great defense card. Wally West is coming up soon. We'll get him. New card comes out. It's Shazam, so we're fine. We are fine. Alright, we'll start with Saint Walker so we can draw a card. Looking at my hand here for something that can help. We need some more equipment. More powerful equipment, because we only have the one, and it's already in our hand. Let's see. Science Cell here. It's 2 power. We'll start with Ancient Map. Look at this card. We will leave that there. We will play Whirlwind, so we are at 1, 2, 3 power. There's not much going on here. This is going to copy the power of another card, so that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9 total. That's not enough to get rid of Crisis Troia. 9 power is enough to buy Wally West, though, and we still have 5 power left over. We will go ahead. We're going to buy Water Bear. There's 3 of them out there. We might need one later. I know there's going to be one that asks for equipment, and I don't really have a lot of equipment to give up at this point. So we have a pretty good sized deck. It's nice, it's little, we go through it in every 2 or 3 turns or so, and that's always great. But I don't have a lot going on for Red Robin. I have the heroes I need, but I don't have a lot of equipment. Fortunately, we have these ongoing ones that are basically always out. But my whole plan was to use Lantern Rings, and I'm just not seeing them. We can put Oa out, so that's a new location. That's going to allow us to draw a card at the beginning of the turn as long as the villain costs 10 or more. Alright, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goodbye to Parasite. We still have 3 power left over. We'll get another Water Bear. New card coming out. Alright, so now we can use Oa for the first time. Because at the start of your turn, if the top card of the supervillain stack has cost 10 or more, draw a card. Here is Titans Together to getting us to 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. We're going to get Infinity Island out here. Draw a card for Saint Walker. 5, 6, 7, 8, draw another card. And then draw another card. This is better. This is more what I want. 2 power from Damian Wayne. Actually, before we do that, we've played enough heroes to put this on top of our deck. So 8, 9, 10, and I can discard cards. We're going to discard all the power of these guys. All the power Unity cards. Use Infinity Island to get this one back. Play it to get to 9, 10, and draw 2 cards. 14, goodbye to Deadshot, bringing us down to 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus 3 gets us to 20. Play Indigo Tribe, copy that 3 to get us to 23. Copy Indigo Tribe, getting us to 26. That's goodbye Crisis Troia. And that leaves us with 16 power. We will use that to buy Shazam. And, you know, we'll buy a Science Cell also. Okay. Now I'm feeling good about this deck. There's a lot of things going on here. We have enough defense that we need. We have enough heroes to use our ability often. I would like some more equipment cards to use. Very much. But that hasn't happened just yet. I didn't have to shuffle that yet. Alright. Here we go. Personal Crisis is going to be Out of Control. Each time you draw 1 or more cards during your turn, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 3 or more cards must be drawn during a player's turn. Alright, so that's 2. 1 card coming out, 1 getting destroyed. Then, our new villain is Blackfire. Each player destroys a superpower they control and a superpower in their hand. For each you cannot gain a weakness. We will use Vigilant Guard, and we get to draw a card for that. Okay, I think we can get rid of Out of Control this turn. Because we have Oa, so at the start of our turn, she costs enough that we can just draw a card. So that's 1, but since we drew a card has to come out. Then, this is really easy. We're going to play Omen, and that'll get us to 2 power and draw 2 more cards. That's 2 more cards coming out. But that's the end of Out of Control already, because we drew 3 cards. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not going to complain about that. Alright, so we are at 2 power. Draw a card. 5, 6, 7. We'll get New Genesis out here. 8, 9. Play the top card. Ooh, 13 power from Brother Blood. Let's try Ancient Map. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will. We'll try New Genesis. Are you a hero? No. And we'll leave that there. So I believe we're at 14 total. We'll use Plastic Man to copy Helmet of Fate. 16. Do it again. That's going to be 18. 19 power. Goodbye to Blackfire. Still have 7 power left over. I would like the Lantern Ring, but I think the Birthday Cake is a little bit better. Okay. This is a Crisis 4 game, so there's a lot of ongoing cards out here. But we're making it work. We have a defense in our hand, so that's good. Brother Blood comes out, and a card gets destroyed for whatever this personal crisis is going to be. Malfunction. Discard each equipment you control. Had to happen eventually. It's only the 1. That's not bad. You can't play equipment. Contribute to equipment. Then, our new villain is Crisis Superboy Prime. Each player gains a personal crisis. Nope, we're going to use Force Field to defend against that, and that's over. Alright, we need to give it what? 2 equipment. You can have Science Cell and Helmet of Fate. Helmet of Fate saved me a bunch of times, but ending a crisis that fast feels good. So that's over. Alright, let's start our turn then. Well, we just did that, so that's good. We do get to get a card for Oa, so that's good. Let's try New Genesis. Are you a hero? No, but we can discard that. Then we'll play Biometric Exosuit, getting us to 1, 2, 3, and draw 2 cards. I can also destroy a card. Do I want to destroy anything? I don't think so. I'm just checking. Nah, nothing to destroy. So that's 3 powers so far. 7, 8. Copy that Warm Embrace to get to 12. Plus 3 is 15, 16, 17. We have to say goodbye to Brother Blood. Bring us down to 11. Anything else I can do? Nothing else I can do, unfortunately. With our 11, we'll get Yellow Lantern, Power Ring, and we'll leave it there. Our deck's working. It's working very well. Oh, we did play enough heroes to put a card of our choice on top of our deck from our discard pile. An equipment, I mean. I'm good, though. There's none there. I'm pretty sure I played all the equipment I'd want to do that with. Alright, new card coming out. It's a villain, unfortunately. It essentially raises Crisis Superboy Prime from 13 to 17, since I do have to buy them all in one turn. He costs enough to trigger Oa, so we draw a card. We will play Biometric Exosuit to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, draw 2 cards. We'll put Ancient Map down. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will. New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is not, but we will leave it there. No, we will discard that. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, draw a card. 7, 8, 9, 10, play this top card. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. Still at 10. Plus 3, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I can discard ongoing cards. So we will discard we'll discard both biometric exosuits and Omen. We're going to take one back to our hand, though, because of New Genesis, to get to 21, 22, 23, and then draw 2 cards. All right, 23 plus 4 is 27. Copy that 4 to get to 31. And then we'll use our ability to put Biometric Exosuit right on top of our deck. So this is what's great about Crisis 4, is all these ongoing cards really stack up quick. So we'll get rid of Killer Croc, bringing us down to 27. Get rid of Crisis Superboy Prime, bringing us down to 14. And we'll get another Ancient Map. New card comes on out. Our new personal crisis is Inflated Ego. Discard cards of cost 1, 2, or 3 that you control. You cannot play cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. Contribute 2 cards with cost 1, 2, or 3. That's fine. We can deal with that. Alright. 4th Crisis is not my favorite. I have this debate often with people. So Crisis 4 is the easiest by far. What I like about Crisis 4 is the ongoing cards, but specifically, I love the Unity mechanic. I think the Unity mechanic is really cool, and it actually feels like you're building something more so than just regular deck building. The Crisis cards in Crisis 4, the Personal Crisis, that's a different and interesting mechanic. I like that too. I like the ability to have multiple ones. But it still is lacking, I think, with the theme of Crisis 2 being wow, why can't I think right now? The Blackest Night, with the differences in the types of attacks that the villains have and the types of things you have to do for the crises. I like a challenge, and Crisis 3 is like too hard for me. Crisis 4 is too easy, and Crisis 2 is really the sweet spot for me. So it's just challenging enough that it's not frustrating, and it's a good healthy mix of sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And Crisis 2 has just always been the most fun to me. Maybe it's because I'm just a big Blackest Night fan, that's very possible. But for me, it's always been Crisis 2. So Crisis 4 is not my favorite, no. But I will say that it can be a lot of fun, specifically because of Unity cards, ongoing cards, and the new Personal Crisis mechanic. I'm losing my voice this morning, sorry. Okay. So yeah, that's... Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just going to take a small break. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. So yeah, to sum it up, I know I've said it a few times now, but Crisis 4 has a lot of fun mechanics, and it's definitely the easiest to win. I think Crisis 4 would be my favorite if it was harder. Maybe if the villains hit harder, maybe if the crises were a little bit more difficult, it would be more fun, or it'd be better for me, but Crisis 4 is a lot of fun. It just isn't difficult enough for me to like have it as my favorite. I love a challenge, and it doesn't offer enough of a challenge sometimes. And that should sum that up, as best I can at least. Alright, so where am I? I already took care of the new personal crisis. Just gotta get our new villain. And that's gonna be Harvest. Each player destroys a hero they control and the hero in their hand. For each who cannot gain a weakness. We can defend against that. We've got Helmet of Fate. You may discard this card and any number of other cards from to avoid this attack. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of other cards discarded. We will discard Whirlwind and Soul Taker's Sword, so we get to draw 2 cards. I don't think we destroyed a card yet. I think we put out... I don't know if we put out Wonder of the Night this turn or last turn, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. Okay. You know what? I don't think I could have done that. Because I can't play cards that cost 1, 2, or 3. So I couldn't have defended with that. So, I have to put some cards back. These two are what I drew. So I can't defend. So that attack has to happen. And that attack is destroy a hero in my hand and a hero in I control. So there's none in my hand, but I do have to destroy Wally West, unfortunately, and I have to gain a weakness because of the one that I didn't destroy. Okay. Well, here's one card of cost 2, 1, 2, or 3, and here's the second. So that's 2 cards that cost 1, 2, or 3. That's the end of Inflated Ego, at least. That wasn't my favorite. I didn't like getting rid of Wally West. I'm a big fan of the Unity mechanic, and that's one of my favorite ones in that instance. We will play Biometric Exosuit to get to 1, 2, 3, and draw a card. Plus 3 more is going to get us 6. Copy that to get to 9, 10, 11. We have enough heroes that I can put an equipment on top of my deck. Do you have an equipment that's a defense? I do not. But we'll put Biometric Exosuit there, so hopefully we can use Unity next turn. And we'll get rid of Harvest. We still have 2 power left over. Won't be buying anything, though. I would really like Wonder of the Night. That is a card that is on my to-buy list as soon as possible. All right. Here we go. We're just about the end here. It's gonna be Trial by Combat. Each time a villain enters the lineup, you discard a card. Contribute a defense card. So it just needs a defense card. That's not so bad. All right, and then our last villain is, of course, Crisis Trigon. Each player gets a personal crisis. So here we go. There's a new personal crisis. That's sudden loss. Trigon costs 5 more to defeat for each personal crisis in play. So, discard each ongoing card you control. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards we just lost. Hopefully we get those back very soon. You can't play ongoing cards. Contribute 2 ongoing cards. Okay. That's what we got. So 1 card comes out and 2 have to be destroyed. So, can't play ongoing cards. So I can't play Force Field. I have to contribute 2 ongoing cards. Here's Force Field. You can have that. And that wants defense cards. Ooh. A defense card. Just 1 defense card will get rid of Trial by Combat. So we'll do that one. And then I will give Biometric Exosuit to Sudden Loss. So that's 1. We'll play Winged Warrior to get the 2 power. Plastic Man will at least bring Winged Warrior up to 3 power. And this weakness does nothing. Can't buy anything. I do really want Wonder of the Night if possible. Hopefully we can get there. Oh wait, I played 2 heroes. Since I played 2 heroes, I can put an equipment on top of my deck. That wants ongoing cards. We're going to put Ancient Map on top of my deck. New card comes out. 1 getting destroyed. And here is Ancient Map. That's 2 ongoing cards. That is the end of Sudden Loss. So that's good news. So, that worked out pretty well. Now Crisis Trigon's just going to cost the normal 15 for us. We're going to play Soul Taker Sword, and we are going to destroy Vigilant Guard here in my hand. 3, 4 power, 5 power total. We're going to get Wonder of the Night. That's what we're going to get. Wonder of the Night plus Red Robin is a good combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really wish he came up earlier. Okay. Still don't have those ongoing cards. I really want them. We will use Donna Troy to get 3 power. 4, 5. Play the top card here. 6, 7. I can destroy a card in my hand. We will destroy Water Bearer. Draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough there, but we did play enough heroes to put an equipment on top of our deck. We're going to put Biometric Exosuit on top of our deck. So 11 power we'll buy Starbolt with. Still have 6 power left over. We'll get Warrior Princess. Why not? Get them together. Why not? It's a good deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get rid of Trigon this turn. So, Ancient Map. We may look at the top card. We may discard it. We'll leave it there. Biometric Exosuit. That's 1 power. 4 gets us to 5. 6, 7 plus 3 gets us to 10. Still not what we want. With 10 power, do I want any of these? I'll get Soul Taker Sword because I am destroying a lot of cards I don't need anymore. There are a few cards I had in order to get Crisis cards and stuff, but now we can start really thinning things out. Like defense cards aren't going to do anything for us anymore since there's no more attacks. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. There's another Lantern Ring. This whole time, my plan, Red Robin, we're gonna use some Lantern Rings. That's what's gonna happen. That's our second Lantern Ring that we've had. Oh no, we had a Yellow Lantern Ring. That just doesn't do anything. The ones I really wanted were Star Sapphire, Red, Blue. Ones I don't have. All right, here's Omen. I can destroy a card and I get +1 from Biometric Exosuit. We will... Yeah, we're going to destroy Science Cell here, I think. Maybe not. Hold on. 1, 4, 12, 13, 14... You know, we won't destroy anything. Never mind. This is going to be the end. Ancient Map, we'll use look at this card. We may discard it. We'll leave you there. Alright, so we're at 1 plus 3 gets us to 4. Plus 4 more gets us to 8. 9, 10... Did I miscalculate? That sucks. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we copy Birthday Cake to get us to 13. Just shy of what we want. We can at least get that Blue Lantern Power Ring. So that maybe we'll get to use it. Who knows? Ah, new villain. Can't buy villains in Crisis 4 while there's villains in the lineup. Alright. What do we want to do? We're going to play Saint Walker to draw a card. We're going to play Titans together. I get 2, 3, and I can destroy a card. We're going to destroy this weakness. 4, 5, we can discard a card to draw a card. We're going to discard Biometric Exosuit and Ancient Map to draw 2 cards. So again, we're at 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 6, 7, play the top card of the main deck. 8, 9. 10, 11. Plus 3 is 14. 15, 16. Goodbye to Manhunter. Leaves us with 13 power. Just shy again of Crisis Trigon. We are getting close. But at least since we played those heroes, we can put a card on top of our deck. We're going to put... Oh, we're going to put Blue Lantern Power Ring on top of my deck. So maybe on this last turn, we'll finally get to use Red Robin the way we intended. Maybe. Alright, we're going to put New Genesis out and Oa out. So maybe not, because that is a lot of stuff to copy. We will play Blue Lantern Power Ring. And that will get us 1 and +1 for each hero in my discard pile. Hero in your discard pile and that you play or have played this turn. So that's Omen also, because that's a card we control. We didn't actually play it this turn. So I guess that is just 1 plus the heroes of 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's that. We're going to copy that. And that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and factor in Plastic Man, so that's 11, 12 for using it twice. 13, 14, 15, and that adds another 2 to this. That's 16, 17. That's goodbye, Mr. Zaz. And then I have 14 left over. We are still just shy of Crisis Trigon. Our only hope is to try New Genesis. Are you a hero? We just need a hero of 1 power. That's all we need here. Nope. And we'll discard that card. Okay, we tried. Try it again. I thought that was going to be the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because of Oa, we'll get 6 cards. We'll get Infinity Island out here. We'll play Wally West, and he's going to let us draw a card, get 2 power, and we may destroy a card. We're going to destroy Vigilant Guard. It's not doing anything for us. Nothing to defend against. So we do have 2 power right now. We get to put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. It's going to be this one again, and then we get to draw a card. All right. So we've got a lot going on in this turn. 1 power. We'll play Starbolt next. That's 2 power, and count the superpowers in my discard pile. So we're at 2, 3, 4 there. Then we'll play Warrior Princess to get to 7. If I played Starbolt this turn, gain a card from the lineup and put it into your hand. That's helpful. We're gonna gain Skeets. All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Count those heroes. 13, 14, 15. We're there. 16, 17, 18. We did it. I'm just gonna keep going, see how high we get this turn. 19, 20. Put a hero on top of my deck. We'll make it Plastic Man just to make things crazy. And then we'll use New Genesis. Are you a hero? You are. We'll copy Soul Taker's Sword. That'll be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. You get the idea. Because then I'm going to use Indigo Tribe Ring on Blue Lantern Ring also. And it's going to be upwards of 30, 40 power. That is way more than enough to beat Crisis Trigon. We had a very rough start today. That was not going well at the beginning, but things cleared up as it usually does in a Crisis 4 game. We got the ongoing cards we needed so that we had the power each turn and different abilities that we could use. We got our deck thinned out of all those starter cards so that we could use the Red Robin ability often. The one thing I wish happened more was Lantern Rings. If I had the Lantern Rings I needed in order to use Red Robin's ability more powerfully, is that a word, a phrase? I'm using it. So basically, if I was able to use like Star Sapphire Power Ring, Green Lantern Power Ring, Red Lantern Power Ring even, if I could use those of Red Robin, I'd be well off. I'd have very powerful turns almost every turn. So I'm happy it went the way it did. We ended up using Blue Lantern Power Ring a lot towards the end. The last 3 turns, I think we used it each turn. So that's good news. But yeah. That's good. It's fun. I enjoy Crisis 4. I do wish it was a bit more challenging. That's all I ask of it. Just be a bit harder. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if maybe you make the villains so that you can't defend against them, or maybe you make the Crisis cards cost 1 more extra card of some sort. But that's I think it needs something. It needs something just to make the challenge a little more, because even with a really rough start, I've still got at least half the deck here. So that's what we got there. So again, if you're interested in something like this, you should check out the Solo Crisis League. It might be for you. You get to play the games each week like I do. If you're interested in supporting the videos, it supports the time I put into this, all the equipment and stuff I need to do to run the league. There's all sorts of ways you can do that. You can watch the videos, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. There's the game map for sale on my Etsy store. There's a link below for that. There's also this Gwent-themed one below. And then there's also the Patreon. Patreon gets you all sorts of things like thank yous in the videos, like I'll get to in a minute. And it also gets you mid-round results for the leagues. It gets you upcoming results, upcoming round info for like the next round before anyone else sees it. And special members-only rounds between seasons. It's a lot of fun. I really appreciate everyone that's part of it. And yeah, I'm trying to make it better every day. So, for my thank yous today, we got Kermity. Kermity's a member of the Solo Champions League, my Marvel Champions League, so thank you, Kermity. J.K. Damron, one of the newer members of the Solo Crisis League. Happy to have you around. Came in 2nd place in Season 5, Round 1. Let's see how they do in Season 5, Round 2. We got Kal-El, 672. Kal-El672 is the newest member of the Solo Crisis League. They just did their very first round, and I think they're really liking it so far, so hopefully they stick around. Then we got Tony Tails. Tony Tails is a member of the Solo Champions League, one of our newer members, and a very active member in the community, which I really like to see. That's all the thank yous I have for today. That's all the gameplay I have for today. My voice is gone. So hopefully we'll get it back before our next stream next week. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and you have a great day.